Good morning, everyone. Just a quick update for what we have going on this week. Moving into week 9, we are actually going to be reading the eighth course, Cattle, Coca-Cola, and Cholera, the United States and Europe in 1850 to 1900. We're looking at a very interesting time, especially in the United States, and the birth of some great restaurants and very interesting developments in early sodas and very early American brands. So it's quite an interesting chapter, and I hope you enjoy it. This week you're going to be doing one assignment, and then there's an extra credit assignment and an optional assignment in the final project module. So it's a historical menu questionnaire, and this really helps you take a deeper dive into some of the early restaurants in New York City and other parts of the country at that time. So if you'll follow the instructions here, looking at this database from the New York Public Library, where they have a database of menus. It's really quite interesting to search around in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a menu from a restaurant. Make sure you do find one that has prices on it and plenty of items. Otherwise, you won't be able to complete the assignment. Look between the years of 1850 and 1920 specifically to answer these questions. And there is a worksheet actually here. So first I'll take you to the database so you can take a look at that. All right, so as I mentioned, this is a database of menus. You can search by decade. So you're looking here 1890s, 1900s, 1910s, 1920s. All right, let's take a look in the 1910s just for an example. You can choose, you see here that they have 15 dishes, 20 dishes, 145 dishes. If you see something that doesn't have many dishes, it probably was for a specific dinner and not necessarily going to help you complete the assignment. So I would look for something that has a larger number of dishes. Bowling Green Cafe, 1919. Let's check this out. And you can see they've got digital versions of the menu. And then on the side, right? So then on the side they've got prices, and you can go through each of these as well. So this is really cool to be able to see this piece of history up close and take a look at the prices and think about how different food was during this time. And once you've found the menu that you're going to choose, you're going to come back and use this questionnaire, which is basically just a worksheet that answers these questions. What's the name of the restaurant? What year is this menu from? Where was the restaurant located? How many items are on the restaurant menu? What's the most expensive item and how much was it? What's the least expensive and how much was it? And what would you order if you were eating there with a $3 budget? Okay. So just a fun exercise to take you a little bit deeper into food and restaurants during this time. All right, as I mentioned, we also have added another extra credit opportunity for you. So let's go see that. It is a soda pop advertisement. One of the things that you're going to learn and read about during this chapter is how soda was first available and first advertised as tonic or medicine and available at pharmacy drugstore counters. So many of the early tonics that you're going to read about, including Hires root beer, Dr. Pepper even, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, early on ginger ales, Moxie, right? They're all early sodas that were first advertised as tonics and sold in drugstores. So as a part of your exploration into this, you can choose one of them and create a historically relevant advertisement for one of the early American sodas, which should tell you, the instructions here are pretty clear, but if you have questions about it, let me know. Got to tell me the name, the health benefits, any special ingredients it might have, price, and where you can buy it. And then think about the ideas of memorable advertisings. And if you look at our homepage today, or this week, there's actually an example of an early Coca-Cola advertisement telling it as, or showing it as a brain tonic, okay? And then lastly, the new thing that's opened up for you this week is an optional submission for your final project. So again, as I mentioned, the final project should be something that you are continuing to work on, not leaving until the last minute. So I'm going to throw in some optional submissions for you to be able to submit a rough draft of your project and get feedback from me. Now, it's not required, so that it won't be graded. It is simply just an option to help you keep yourself on track to get that final project finished. Again, the due date for the final project is Friday, December 3rd by 11:59 p.m. Okay? So that's what you've got going on this week. Your weekly work in week 9 is the 8th course. Your historical menu questionnaire due Friday by midnight. Your final project optional submission, country spotlight, due Friday, November 12th. That's 2 weeks to work on that if you haven't already. And then this extra credit opportunity due Friday, November 5th by 11:59 p.m. So thank you so much and happy reading. Bye.